Hi, my name is Jason the X, and I make this statement of my own volition. I'd like to apologize to the Suikoden community if I have ever disparaged, disrespected, or disparaged you in any way, shape, or form. I certainly apologize deeply from the bottom of my heart. Is that good?
With love.
With love and respect for the community of Suikoden, I'm happy for all of you. Cora, was that okay?
Do we do it?
It will suffice, I suppose.
I appreciate. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys,
you're very benevolent.
Yes, you are. We're so kind.
We're not scared. We just love you.
Yeah, we just really respect you
axe.
and all of the people. Yeah, the axe especially. So hey guys, welcome to another episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of news.
I think we can rename
nerds.
it to the Suikoden Nation.
Help us. She's got it. Help us. I'm Jason the X.
I feel like I should hold up a newspaper with today's date.
Over here, this is Cass.
My name is Cass.
Over there, Cat.
It doesn't matter if you think we're funny because we think we're hilarious. So like,
freaking hilarious. And over there, not threatening us off camera, is Cora.
Hello, I'm living my best life today.
Yes. She's just going to be feral this entire show. Can you put the analytics over there? I want to see how many people watch. Anyway, it validates me. I need to turn my actual volume down here so I can actually watch the show. Anyway, guys, it's been a pretty good week. This is our last show. We will not be on next week because we will be at AllCon celebrating all things nerdy there. We'll probably put out a lot of live broadcasts there asking the guests some stupid questions for shorts on the YouTube channel. We got to think of some new ones. We have prizes to give away at our panels. I don't actually. Can somebody look up the schedule, please?
Our schedule or the AllCon
Do
schedule?
you have? Yeah, our schedule. I mean, we got these other people.
I mean, I don't think I ever got a copy of what our schedule
It's
was.
on the website. Anyway.
I got it.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, we have at least 6 events planned that we know we're going to be at. The first one is going to be on Friday, and that's It's Okay to Be Dumb at D&D. That's you are on our website, not AllCon's website.
I
What
thought you
time
meant
on
our
Friday?
website.
Huh?
What time on Friday?
I don't know. That's what I was expecting. Cass over here to say.
I'm
Anyway,
looking for
so
it.
yeah, we have It's Okay to Be Dumb at D&D with a couple of friends of ours. We talk about the dumb and stupid things that we've done in D&D, sometimes just for a laugh. At 7 p.m., we have our Actually panel, and that's going to be awesome. Jerry's going to be fact-checking the questions that I've come up with. I got to pass these by her just to make sure they're good. I'll be hosting, and our good friend Camber will be joining these two guys up there.
The D&D one is at 5.
Actually is at 5. Oh, Dumb D&D is at 5.
Okay to Be Dumb at D&D is at 5.
And Actually is going to be at 7 o'clock. And if you happen to get some answers right, I spent some of my hard-earned cash I could have been spending toys on, you're welcome, to get some prizes to give away at the show. D&D themed items, some of those owl bears like I got for the D&D creatures, found a couple of those to give away. One of the NECA, I forget what the character's name was. It's one of the knights. Looks really cool though. And tons of dice. We're going to be giving away dice like they are Mardi Gras beads. You know, Mardi Gras beads.
No.
at the risk of making Cass angry, I know it's going to actually. I am the reigning champ of this game from winning one game. We got to throw out some competitiveness. That it has to happen. It's a competition. Cass hates losing, and I'm not actually feeling super cocky about my actual chances. It's just we don't like to lose.
That was a lie.
I was pretty arrogant going in. I thought I made a good showing. I got one question. That's why I'm hosting.
Woo!
Anyway, the next day after that, we of course are doing our How to Be a Podcaster panel, and we have a one-shot D&D game done by this person over here who's not threatening us with an axe.
Not ever at all.
Not ever.
Never. I have never hit anybody on this show with an axe ever.
And I'm sure she would be playing Suikoden if she wasn't here. Right?
I would be actually.
If
If my
you
copy had come in today instead of coming in tomorrow, I would not be here.
Aw.
I respect.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
respect it.
Yes, I'm sorry. I almost went back to the bad place. Anyway, but then Saturday night we have the real fun. We're doing match game, which is always chaotic, crazy. A lot of good friends of ours. It's usually a packed house to watch us act a fool in there. Please come see that. Don't we have another thing that I'm missing?
You have a toy thing.
Oh, I have a toy thing on Sunday morning, the state of the toy industry that I do every year. Kind of like just a Sunday morning content, get everybody up, get some coffee, have a discussion about the state of toys and how we're fucking up. Anyway.
The match game is always a great time, always chaos, but only occasionally is it humiliating to Jason.
Oh, no.
I mean, I think we're just talking about that one time with the stuff that happened.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to actually incur that to happen again.
Wait, which? Oh.
I'll talk to you about it on the show off the show if you don't remember. But I will be wandering around, and if you see me, please talk to me about Suikoden. I would love to hear about how you've played it for the first time and you're loving it and enjoying it.
I was tempted to download the remaster and just be playing it when she walked in, just to mess with her.
Good.
That would be pretty funny.
I can't believe you didn't do that.
Actually,
Unfortunately, I was busy, so
I wouldn't have been too mad. Actually, I've been trying to get y'all to play it for
That
years.
is true.
I will have
should've
it.
been like
me a
final.
Switch.
Oh wait,
I will have it in the hotel room.
if it was just the commercial, I was sitting there and it was like, oh no, I was just watching this.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad that your weekend is planned. So
Yeah.
just remember to drink some water and breathe. Maybe eat something.
Food's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, well, unfortunately, this is Lent, so
Oh.
Oh, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy for you to abstain from
Eating.
Okay,
Yeah.
but not video games. Good.
yeah. No, I didn't give up video games. You
She's like,
crazy.
I ain't giving up. You're all crazy.
I give up meat. That's it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right, since it's kind of a discussion piece, we both kind of picked this story. We'll go ahead. We'll just roll into it and we'll just contribute all to it because it's been a good week for some stuff on TV. So let's kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. So it's been about a week since the tragic passing of Michelle Trachtenberg, and while kind of have to move on with our lives and everything, her work is going to live on in more ways than one. Of course, we knew about her from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and a couple of her acting roles, but she was actually getting into script writing in her late years, and she wrote a script for something that I actually find interesting. It's a movie adaptation of Jerry Oppenheimer's book that covered the toy culture of Mattel during the 80s. Look, Mattel was responsible, I said it last week, was responsible for the most highest selling, I'm sorry, no, not one of, the highest selling toy line with Masters of the Universe and Barbie and Hot Wheels. These people were making money hand over fist. I would love to know what was going on in those boardrooms in the 80s. Just the Coke and whiskey was flying, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But with the money that those people were pulling in, I would absolutely love to see. I honestly think that you could have kind of a TV series based off of that. But yeah, she had penned a screenplay called Toy Monster in 2019, which delves into the tumultuous life of a 1950s toy executive. Now, mind you, I was saying I love to see the 80s, but it's the company Mattel who is responsible for some of the greatest toys in history. And I know just from stories that I've heard, it was a cutthroat industry, especially with other people. And I would love to see just something so pure as toys. It's in children's hands. We enjoy them. Da, 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 da. And the culture behind them, hell yes, I want this show. But in the wake of her death, producer Casey Tebow, who was attached to the project that they were trying to get it done, he's actually fighting now to get this made.
Cool.
I want this. I do want this. Look, seriously, I do want the 80s at some point. I want when they were just making money hand over fist. It was just coming in truckloads. I want that, but yeah, I would love to see the cutthroat behind the scenes of the toy industry. It's so pure.
Buck wild.
Everybody
there's
loves
so many
toys.
Yeah.
Some people were getting hurt. Like, oh God, what did they do to bootleggers back then? Is there a cat over there? Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Yeah.
Little Rizzo. Hold on, let me get to the
That's a
main
baby
cam.
girl.
You can see little baby.
She's hanging out. She's just
She-
enjoying
she's got
herself.
some stories.
But yeah,
but
like there's an inherent contrast in the in front of the curtain, behind the curtain.
Mhm.
Like that would be really fun to watch play out. I think, especially if you take like a dark comedy vibe
Yeah.
to it.
I mean, we were watching Star Wars last night, and we were talking to the kids about like how George Lucas had control of his own property, everything like that. And when it came to the toy deal, because he was so secretive about episode or A New Hope, was it the first one?
That's the first one. Yeah.
Okay, I had to make sure.
Okay.
About A New Hope until like no one could steal his idea. Toy companies didn't want to work with him except one. They're like
Kenner.
Kinger. They're like, no, this is it.
You know the Kenner factory was here in Dallas.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
But that was one of the first times that we saw something about pre-orders because it was we don't have the toys now, but you get this ticket, and
Yeah.
you got the toy.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness.
And we have seen some success with that with the Netflix series, The Toys That Made Us, by the Nacelle Company that we interviewed at San Diego Comic-Con. And I love that show, but I love seeing the inner workings of what was going on. But Casey Tebow did say, I don't remember when my dear friend Jay Cohen, Michelle's boyfriend, sent me a script she had written called Toy Monster. The only scripts I remember staying with me like that in recent memory were Here Comes the Flood by Simon Kinberg and Toy Monster around 2019 because they were the two best by a landslide. We're putting the pieces together to get this film made for Michelle. Maybe Michelle's looking out for us. I've never been a superstitious or spiritual person, but things like this are hard to deny. And honestly, that right there, I will pull this movie over the hill. With rope in my teeth, I will help pull this movie over the hill.
Yeah.
I kind of want it for that, and I love that they have something to go after, especially to remember their friend. Yeah. And yes, let everything that she's done, let it be seen, let it be heard. I want this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also, just the title, Toy Monster.
I like it. It's a good title.
It could sound cute in a way and horrible in another, but yeah. And keep this name, keep that name right there.
Was
Yeah,
that your
that's
nickname in high school?
That's my nickname now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, it is.
but yeah,
Flip it around.
let it happen, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I didn't want to bring y'all down. That's it. Go ahead. I wanted to get that out of the way.
So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
Yes. Good follow through.
One of my childhood games, actually. I absolutely loved this game as a kid. I played it over and over and over and over again. And we're getting a remaster of 3 and 4. Little bit of, not bad news, something I'm a little bit concerned about. So, in 3, they had levels that you played on a 2-minute timer. And in 4, that really wasn't the case. It was more open world. You could skate around, you could just kind of vibe, and you talked to NPCs to get your missions. In what Activision has released, it says bringing back 3 and 4 with the classic 2-minute timer levels. So it sounds like that's for both games, which would be reworking 4 to be on that 2-minute timer. I'm here to say, please don't do that. I absolutely love harassing the lions in the zoo in Pro Skater 4. I love running into college kids on their way to class at the academic level. Like, I loved just running around, being an absolute menace to society in this game. This is what I loved as a child, and I want that vibe.
But weren't there timed levels in 4?
There were timed
Weren't there a
missions.
couple?
I don't remember. And
So,
it's
yeah.
been 15, 20 years since I played this game, so it's been a long
It's
time.
possible that they're just bringing back the timed portions where they existed.
I love. There's a video
That's
game
what I'm
about
hoping.
everything I was doing in the '90s.
Yeah.
This is all I was. I was a
Yeah.
skate kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely was obsessed with this game. It was one of the first times that I really dove into character creation because it was the early 2000s.
It was one of
and
the
it was
earlier ones that
bonkers.
existed.
Your head could be an eyeball. It was great. So I'm really excited about this. I want to play this game again. It's been
on my
so
list.
many years, and I love this game.
It's the nostalgia.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I'm playing Final Fantasy VI right now, which is a very different kind of nostalgia. I got to the floating continent, and it's the one part of the game that I feel like is such a slog. But yeah, getting past that and So I'm a big nostalgia person when it comes to video games, and I absolutely
Nobody
want to play
talks
this
about
game.
Uniracer.
No, but
We're not
Uniracer
getting
slaps so
Uniracer.
hard.
Uniracer is one of my favorites of all
Uniracer,
time.
Uniracer remake.
So I did see some, just real quick, for Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
I did see something about how Tony Hawk is a huge fan of Taco Bell. And so there's going to be...
I mean...
Which, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
But they're going to have not just a Taco Bell in some of the levels, but they're going to have, like, Taco Bell merch that your skater can wear.
Amazing.
Okay, I don't want Taco Bell merch that my skater can wear. I want Taco Bell merch. Like, I would absolutely wear Taco Bell merch.
My only problem, like, with the prototypes that I did see is that it doesn't look like 90s-esque Taco Bell stuff. It looks more modern, which it still looks fine.
I like the turquoise and purple.
Yeah, I want a white t-shirt with the Taco Bell logo with the little purple and teal squigglies underneath it.
I think one of our brothers has a shirt like that. Like an old 90s Taco Bell shirt, which I am jealous of.
It's probably the exact
But
shirt.
it didn't used to be teal and purple. It was red and orange and yellow.
It was for a while in the 90s. A lot of the like chairs and stuff.
Yeah, the cups had the teal and pink on it.
You're absolutely like two different eras.
I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, with the teal and purple, like I'm super down.
Either one of those, honestly. I want it to feel like they got this T-shirt straight from the 90s.
Yeah.
So the remake of 3 and 4 is coming out July 11th, 2025.
Sorry,
so.
I didn't even say that. I got
Oh no,
caught
it
up
was
in
more
my
like
old...
I needed to know when.
Yeah.
I needed to know, just in case I'm not missing this one. But yeah, y'all mentioned like 80s and everything. There are these two wrestlers in AEW that they're 80s throwbacks, and one of them had a pair of Newport shorts.
Amazing.
Like of the old box style, and I would laugh because I know at least 2 of my uncles had them same shorts back in the 80s.
When I was little, my dad used to mow the lawn in the shortest cut-off shorts that like short. And like my dad is an incredibly demure person.
Yeah.
And I just think back on that with his high like crew socks with the stripes on them and the short shorts.
Also, the guys' names are Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd. Look at them shorts.
Amazing.
I would wear this.
Yeah.
I would absolutely wear
Cora,
this.
the 80s Newport box.
Oh my god.
I would wear this.
Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd, the Outrunners. Go check them out. They're
Fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4.
Throwbacks.
Coming out July 11th.
God, 1999 was when that came out.
Yep.
Oh, no, it was after 2000. First one came out in 99.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like 2003, 4. Cat?
What have I got? What are we going to start with? Probably not going to start with... We're going to get to Daredevil, but not right away.
We're going to talk about Daredevil.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are coming out soon, which is the only connection, Apple TV Plus is kind of on a banger track lately. It's been doing quite well at a lot of things. They are bringing on Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black and She-Hulk fame.
And your dreams.
And my dream, she's so pretty. I don't know, she's so pretty. For a new show called Maximum Pleasure Guarantee.
Go on.
It's supposed to have, I think, 9 episodes. It is, it's a dark comedy.
Love that.
And we don't know a ton about it, but, excuse me. Filming hasn't started. It's not coming till 2026. But one of the headlines that they've already said is, or the log line is, a newly divorced mom who falls down a dangerous rabbit hole of blackmail, murder, and youth soccer.
Every word that you have put together, I want to watch this show.
I know. I'm so excited.
Nothing you have said makes me not want to watch this show. Tatiana Maslany, dark comedy, just violence, murder, just, okay, cool.
And like with the youth soccer, and like, she's just really good at, we know she's really good at kind of act as if, like, getting in over her head and having to, like, act like she understands what's happening, or, I look forward to her comedically kind of fumbling a lot.
Yeah.
when she gets in way over her head.
Orphan Black, at its best, was a dark comedy. Like, oh, she's...
Yeah. I mean, I know that she's been on Perry Mason, and I just haven't been excited to watch that. But yeah, this seems like a very, it's 10 episodes and it's half hour. And yeah, it's going to be their next, well, not their next, but a binge-worthy show, I imagine, in 2026. I'm excited.
By the way, Severance is coming out late tonight, early tomorrow. It's a great job.
God, there's so much good stuff coming out on a weekly basis right now.
So good.
All right,
Anyway.
yeah, so back,
Do you want to just like...
yeah, back to me.
Excuse you.
Anyway, if you just, camera over
Do
here,
I have
please.
to get the axe again?
Hey, Cora, what's your next story today?
Okay, that's what I thought.
I wonder what she's going to talk about.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to pick which Suikoden story I was going to talk about because there's so many things that we got this
Just
week.
lean back and chill on this one here.
I'm not going to shoot my load. I'm not going to say everything all at once because I think
Wow.
they would, I'm pretty sure everyone would just they would take the axe from me and kill me. Anyway, I am going to go ahead. I'll bring up the biggest one that everyone's been talking about, and that is the new Suikoden game we're going to be getting, and that is Suikoden Starleap. This is going to be a mobile game for iOS and Android, as you can see. It is going to be canon with the Suikoden games. It's going to be set between 5 and 1. That sounds weird. 5 is a prequel to the rest of it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Our hero that you see up in the front, he doesn't have a name because you always get to name your hero. Is going to be voiced by Tomohiro Ono, and he's courageous and charming. I love his design. I'm sorry. I really like the designs for all of the characters. I also have the trailer. I did want to show a little bit of the trailer.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. I'm really, really excited for it in a way that I don't know how to describe because I might actually get to play it. Like, if they bring it over here, I'm playing it. I did want to bring up one thing that people have been a little nervous about, and that is that it's kind of gotcha'd. They mentioned that there would be gotcha elements. And I've played predatory gotcha games, and I've played not so predatory gotcha games, and I think this is going to be the latter of that. I think it's just going to be there, and it's not going to be a problem. And I'm okay with it. I'm going to give it a try, because you never really know until you try. You know? You know, yeah, you get it. You guys know.
We get it.
Yeah. We get introduced to a new rune, a new true rune. There are 27 in the world of Suikoden. We don't know all of them, but we get to see a new one, which is the rune of change. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for everybody.
27 is such a weird number.
It is. I'm sure there's a significance to it that I'm not sure what it is. But it's going to be taking place, like the setting is east of the Scarlet Moon Empire, which is the empire that the first game takes place in. And you know what? And the theme song as well, is also by Kaho Nakamura. Thank you very much, man. It is a beautiful song, by the way. You should go watch the trailer and listen to it. It's peak. The game will also be voice acted, which is another reason I'm definitely not upset by paying money in a free game. It's whatever. But that, you know what? If you don't want to pay that and you don't want to do that, that's fine. Because they're going to make a manga for it as well. So if you don't want to play the game, you can still have the story. And the artist will be none other than Aki Shimizu, who did the Suikoden 3 manga. I brought this with me so people could see the art style for it. And not because I wanted to read this while I was at work, just, you know, look at the pretties. Wait, no, not that page. Hold on, where's my boy? I need my boy. As everyone is forced to sit here while I flip through this book to find.
Oh no, we are letting you have this moment.
There's an ASMR element to book flipping. Yeah, just put it by your
It
mic.
really is, yeah.
There he is. There's my baby. There's my little Thomas baby. There we go. Look how cute he is. Love him and adore him. Anyways, that's it for my first story. What do y'all think? Doesn't it look good?
Huh?
Doesn't it look great?
It looks great. I don't know. There's something very satisfying to watch somebody be really excited about something.
Now we were all in, like no one interrupted her
water.
at all.
I'm excited for it. I didn't even talk about what the story is because we didn't get a whole lot, and that's fine.
I mean, it's an announcement. Like, that comes later.
Yeah. I was more shocked that it was happening. Like, the whole live was just like, here's some new merch we're gonna come out with. Here's the Nendroid we announced. Here's like the little painted version of it. It's what it's gonna look like. I was like, okay, if this is all this, and here's some music, some live music. They had a concert. I'm like, okay, this is fine. I'm okay with this. This is a chill time. All right, now that we've gotten that done, let's get into some shit.
Yeah.
And then they just started bam, 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 bam.
And you're like,
I'm just curious, in this blessed time that you now live in, where is it overwhelming at all, considering that it was just a trickle, like.
And now, even a trickle.
And now it's like, like the well, I mean, you kept it alive. And now the floodgates are open. How is life right now for you?
Life is great, man. Like I've said before on the show, I'm part of the Suikoden Day team, which you should come join us. Come join us at Suikoden Day and enjoy the festivities with everybody.
This is how I felt with Star Wars for years,
But oh god, I forgot what I was saying. Oh no.
You were saying something about Suikoden.
Oh, obvious.
There's a game coming out.
There's a game coming out.
I heard. A little birdie told me.
With Suikoden Day, we've been seeing like double-digit people joining every single day to have fun in the festivities, and it's been amazing. Like, and just like going through, it's like I've been trying to at least like everybody's posts because I was still working today. I couldn't do much. So I've been like trying to like everybody's posts and so because I'm just excited that people are like also excited about Suikoden.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, Jason, please take this.
Okay.
It's your turn to
All right,
talk.
cool. Let's see. What the hell was I talking about? Sorry, I have my.
Was it Suikoden? We can go back to Suikoden.
No, I'm not talking about Suikoden. Anyway, I'd like to remind everyone that there is still a video game actors strike going on. You may not know, you may not be feeling the crunch yet because video games take an awful long time to produce. Unlike a lot of movies, when we saw that kind of just slow down over the summer and everything just tapped out. We won't be seeing this for years, honestly, because these lines are recorded way in advance and things are kind of done around them. But I would like to remind you, there's still a strike going on, and at this point, I'm kind of unsure like how best to support them. But our actors did go out and strike at WB Games for their first one of 2025. A lot of prominent voice actors like Andy Norris, who was in Resident Evil, who was also on the negotiating committee for SAG-AFTRA, said that with everything that the world is dealing with currently, with wildfires and, unrest, he says the aim is to ensure that people understand that voice actors are still fighting. Now, to remind you, the majority of their issue is how AI is being used in gaming, especially with their voices being used not with their permission or somehow pushing them out of the business that they are there to make money in. I'm sorry. They deserve to be paid for their craft. Yuri Lowenthal, who voices Spider-Man in the Insomniac game series, thanks Yuri, we love you. He said he wants game companies to ensure that the voice data they've recorded cannot be used to manufacture a performance that we had no say over. He stressed how important compensation is and a critical element in ongoing negotiations, saying, if you're going to do something like that, then we deserve a piece of it. Yes, it's their voice. If this AI thing is somehow inevitable, as everyone is saying, you still owe those people for their voice. Literally their voice. I'm sorry. I know that there's other actors who have signed it over, like James Earl Jones has signed over his likeness to be used to play Darth Vader.
He signed it over.
He made the decision that yes, and he was compensated for it. And I do think that's great. I would love to hear him as Darth Vader till the end of my days because he is so iconic as Darth Vader. There's other people that have tried and it's close, but it's not him. But he had a say in how his voice was going to be used past his death. And that's basically what these actors are asking for.
Well, I mean, for the rest of their lifetime and then into their death. James Earl Jones is going to be like the case study for one of the earlier actors that knew the full ramifications of what he was doing, had that choice, and made it, which is what we want. You should have a choice. You should understand what and how they're going to do with your voice and then decide.
And now I did say at the beginning of this, it was a long effect that we were going to see because of the time that it takes to make video games. Well, we have been seeing things like layoffs in the video game industry, cancellation of games, and closing of studios. The effect is starting. And once it goes past a certain point, it's going to be harder and harder to come back from it. So to WB, who I know you have the money, pay these people. Once these actors are paid for their craft, we can get back to enjoying this thing we love. We all love video games. We all love hearing our favorite people voice them.
No, I'm literally, my next thing is about a
I will
video
push
game.
you
Like,
over
I love
onto a
video games
cat.
so much.
That will probably
Which
claw.
cat?
Which one?
That one. So anyway, yes, the SAG-AFTRA strike is still going on. Please support voice actors. Any chance that you can get to speak out that, hey, pay these people what they're worth. Please take the opportunity to do so. Because I want it all. I'm sorry. I want them taken care of, and I want my games.
Stop apologizing for it.
I'm not apologizing for it. I said I want it all. Yeah. And unfortunately, if that means the video game company's got to spend a little bit more money, I don't care.
No. And we live in an age of social media. If there's an actor that you particularly love from video games, a lot of times you can ask them, how do I support you? And if they get back to you and they say, please do this, do that thing. Like we live in an age of over communication, so there's a lot of things that you can do. Google it. Yeah, support any way that you can.
Yeah.
I feel like it is important, like specifically important, to support this movement right now, partially because politics is so crazy and it would be easy even for them to feel like their issue isn't the most important thing out there. And they would be right. It's not the most important thing happening, but that doesn't mean they don't deserve to be paid for their work.
Yeah.
And it seems like doing their first demonstration in 2025, it's significant that they waited this long to do it.
Well, I mean, it says a lot of those studios are in California, and they've been going through some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just like, I understand anybody who only has limited bandwidth. We all technically only have limited bandwidth, but this is also a very real thing about people just trying to work, get paid for that work, and live.
Yep.
So.
And I'm sorry, I have no love lost for WB right now. Sorry.
For so many
Just,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Right now, y'all, let's get it together.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. I got it.
All right. So, speaking of video games not happening, there's no indication that this is because of the strike, but Neil Druckmann says don't bet on Last of Us Part 3. He said basically the first two games are stories about love, very universal, actually, stories about love and hate, and he said that he hasn't been able to make a story that fits that theme the way that he would want to. And one of the things, speaking of having control, the fact that the director is saying, no, we're not going to do this. Would it be successful? Maybe, but it's not the story that I want. There's not a story that I want to tell. I absolutely respect it. Loved the first one. Thought the second one was amazing. It made me very, very sad for so long. Again, April, I think 15th, season 2. But yeah, probably not happening. Last of Us Part 3. The best things end. And it was a beautiful send-off, and I'm actually absolutely okay with no Part 3. It was a heartbreaking, beautiful 2 games. Yeah. No? Iffy?
There is a thing that happens with storytellers, just to tack on a little bit of hope if that's devastating news for you. There's a thing that happens kind of frequently with writers and creators, which is like, I'm done. I don't even know. And once you tell people you're done, there's a thing in your brain that can and may, probably won't, but may kick up that's like, oh, but what if we...
Yeah.
What if I...
And I am big enough to accept when someone's creation, they say, here's what I want to do with my creation, what I wrote, what I acted in. If they have a say over it, I'm okay with whatever that say is. I say that through gritted teeth because I would love for it, but I want it to be organic as well.
Yeah,
I want it
you
to be
don't
something
want-
they want to do. Definitely nothing they're forced to do.
You don't want
Absolutely.
him to be telling more stories
Or
than he felt
obligated,
like
like, I
he
have to
has.
do this.
Yeah.
That response is actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This is actually what we want. As crazy as it seems, we
It
want.
is, and it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's just a bummer that couldn't he just do it?
It's just like,
No, this is what we...
Couldn't he just get
Couldn't he just-
inspired?
Couldn't he just like do it?
it's like you just go up to him like, oh, that's cool, man. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Where you going? No, you ain't going nowhere.
yeah. So lock him in your basement. Like, you will think of
Oh,
an
God,
inspiring story about love.
My wife and I were just talking about the
following
book
these
Misery.
Do not misery Neil
No,
Druckmann.
no, I don't want to. I mean, movie, not book, not, no. No, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
That's fine. That's
Last
fine.
of Us Season 2, April 15th. All right. Kat?
So that's a story about something that like is ending. Let's talk about something holding on forever. They just released a system update to the PlayStation 3.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
In the year of our Lord, 2025, the PlayStation 3, which was released in 2006, by the way, just had a system update that just says improves features, basically. Now, as a techie, what it probably is an update to the Bluetooth or the Blu-ray player to keep it relevant in light of, like, you have to update every couple years the copyright protection or your Blu-rays will stop playing. So it's probably just that. But, like, what if it wasn't?
Like at PlayStation, there's just like a room somewhere. There's like two guys left. Like the executive, who released an update for?
What?
Is that division shut down? And they just all run
There are
downstairs.
guys that have been miseried. They've
It's like
been stuck.
It's like Office Space. These guys have been coming into work every day since this.
I was about
stuck
to
in a
say.
basement since 2006, and they're like, "We finished the updates, boss." It's like,
Shout
cool.
out
Y'all are still here?
Shout out to
Going.
Derek the coder, the only one still working.
It's just two
on
guys in a
PlayStation.
department down in the
Yeah.
basement somewhere.
And it's like
they
a
forgot about
huge
them.
empty office space, and they're just like, "Where is
It's just,
everyone
it just
else?"
looks like Severance. They're just this huge in these little tiny cubicles.
They're looking for
We
the
never
bad
turned their
numbers.
badges off. They've been coming in.
But we don't want to tell them they haven't been doing anything for 14 years.
Should we tell them?
We got that update finished.
The fifth one came out kind of a while
They hand
ago.
in the update on a sheet of paper. I don't know why.
No
The
one's
boss
playing
is
that
like,
PlayStation 5.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
We were waiting for this.
They leave. Who was that?
I don't know. He looks so old. Anyway,
Well, he
so
hasn't seen the sunshine.
those of you who are still
long time.
running your PS3,
I
that
might have
still
to
happens.
break mine out just to see the update.
I mean, mine
happen.
broke. Ours broke forever
A
ago.
while ago, yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I mean, I
amazing.
might go play God of War 3 if I still had it.
It's a good game.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for that story.
All right, back around to me. and I'm just
Excuse you.
I'm sorry, go right ahead, Cora.
You are not taking this from me. All right. So back into the Suikoden news. I understand that like playing this like 40 to 50 to 60, depending on how long you take, hour game, is not the best way to introduce people if you know you're
say
adults and
hour game?
don't have time, and that's okay. Because, my friends, we are getting a Suikoden anime. It will cover the story of Suikoden 2. What Suikoden 1 is getting, we'll get to that in a minute. But we're going to get an anime covering the Suikoden 2 story, which is fantastic. Honestly, any of the games have a great story for anime. I have some stills here that Konami has shared with to look at the style, and it looks so good. I think it's funny that I picked 2 shots that don't have the main characters in it at all. Well, the 2 like focus main characters at all, but I wanted to get as many characters in as possible, and all of them are like single shots. But we have at the top we have a group of the heroes like in your army led by one of my favorite boys, Flick. He is fantastic, and I will be good and not go off. And then at the bottom we have some of the villains that they encounter. I don't remember all 3 of them being in the same place at the same time, but I also have a very spotty memory, so like don't quote me on like composition and stuff. Okay. All you need to know is that Suikoden 2 is getting an anime. We don't have a release date for it yet. We do have a couple of the people that are going to be working on it. We have Ryo Hino as the producer and production manager. The only thing I could find for a Ryo Hino is a boxer, a Japanese boxer, so maybe it's the same person. I couldn't find a lot, but cool. The director, though, is the great Yuzo Sato. And if that name is not familiar, that's okay. You have watched something he's done. He has been in the animation industry for a long time. He worked on Pokemon the first movie. He did the key art for that. He's done a lot of storyboarding for Attack on Titan. He's done a lot of storyboard stuff for Hellsing. Like, he has some accolades. And so I'm very excited to see what he's going to do, especially since any of the Suikoden games have such a heavy story mixed in with some nice comedy moments. So, yay! Are you guys gonna watch it when it comes out?
I'll give it a shot.
Huh?
It is coming out in America?
We don't have any information on like releases or anything like that. It was just literally, hey, we're getting this.
Gotcha.
Which
I mean, you send it to me. I will give it a shot.
Yeah.
Turns out I don't hate all animes, just most of them.
Every time she talks about Suikoden, we just like, there she goes.
Kick back.
Watch her go.
Oh.
I
Oh,
was
you
busy
scared
taking
kitty.
selfies with Rizzo.
I will say, like,
I was a kid.
with Suikoden, one of the things that's a big draw to it and will be very exciting to see animated is the fact that it's very much like the base story can always be like summarized down to, here is tyrannical government. Here is army that doesn't want that. Or here is a group of people that don't want that have created an army to take over and like reestablish like an actual government. And I love that.
Has there ever been a time that you were able to do back-to-back Suikoden stories?
No, and I love it.
Nope. Much less all 3 of your stories to be Suikoden.
In the chat, Suikoden David being like, we need a podcast just for Suikoden. And I'm
I
like,
will
Cora
admit-
would not have to study.
I kind of do want to watch this anime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
Give it a shot.
Like, I'm not even going to lie. I want to see the anime.
Most of what's been keeping me from playing Suikoden is, like, I literally don't have a console that could.
Yeah, and with this, we have, it's on every console now, which it's on PS5, it's on Switch, it's on Steam. There we go. That's the one I was missing.
This is going to be a clip out here.
I mean, I'm not sure.
I seem to remember you finding a copy of
Oh yeah.
I remember
we
that.
went to a video game store
Yeah.
here locally.
No. Well, I mean, I found a copy of Suikoden 2 there. I can't afford that.
Yeah. I can just see it in her head. She's like wondering like what she's willing to do to buy this game.
Just like, I've already given up meat for Lent. What if I give up food for a year?
Like, feet make a lot of money on OnlyFans.
I mean,
Yeah, but you have to work on your branding and stuff. It's complicated.
I was
I
able
could
to
see
find.
the gears just turning.
I was able to find a copy of Suikoden 1 at a Retro Expo, which the same Retro Expo I found Tier Crease at too.
Nice.
Oh, that was the one.
I think I found those in the same trip too.
That was amazing to watch. Like, I'm glad I actually got that on camera. It was at Retro Expo, and it was like the look on her face when she ran. I'm like, what the hell did she just run across?
It was on a D&D day too, because I remember like that
we
afternoon
went
showing up, but it was like,
guess what? So I mean, if you have a PS2, if you don't have a PS2, I have a PS2 you can borrow, and a memory card you can borrow, and a game you can borrow, and controls, everything. I have the whole gambit. So if you wanted to play Suikoden 1.
I want to try it for sure.
It was
I want to see the
to
anime.
watch.
I can see the anime getting me into the game.
Yeah, there is an anime opening for 1 and 2, or not 1 and 2, 2 and 3. I can show those to you after.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
Of course you can.
Over there. Anyway,
She just has them bootleg
All right,
recorded
I'm just
on
gonna
her
kind of
phone.
rain you.
yeah, I will have one more so we can
I'm
story
sure you
later. I promise.
Well, mine is kind of a combo with Cat because actually, I mean, this is pretty much like we can all. But yes, Thursday night, Daredevil: Born Again released on Disney Plus, 2 episodes, and as a fan of the Netflix series, I absolutely love this. I loved it. I did. There could be a nostalgia factor in there, but it started off pretty wild, and it cooled down, and now we're getting a build up just within 2 episodes. There's definitely a different feel. When they started the episode, it was like, hey, here's all this nostalgia, and then we've moved on to a definite not the same feeling for this show. I'm feeling more like they're going the safe route with the law firm and everything with Matt, but wow, they really wiped the slate clean to set that up. Anyway,
I hated the first episode so much.
I'll kill you.
I hated
Don't.
the first
You're
episode.
expressing a common sentiment. Sequel or continuation. Here's a breakdown of the feelings you've described and why they resonate. Nostalgia. This is the powerful pull of the original series, the fondness for what it was, and the emotional connection viewers had with it. Nostalgia often
All right.
Bitch, stop.
All right.
Stop it, but that was incredible.
Turn bootleg Siri. Get her to shut up.
Yeah.
Why did she just do that
I
to
have
me?
no idea. Throw
She's
your
the
phone.
crazy AI from
right.
Halo. Of course she does.
This
Yeah.
thing just interrupted me.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
they don't care about you. Hated it. The first fight was the most god-awful, badly paced, fake-ass looking punches that I've ever seen. It lacked every grittiness of the original series, which I understand you're doing a different storytelling thing, and I was with them until the fighting started, and then it looked like pulling your punches is the... It was
Okay,
I
look.
have no idea. I saw
happening?
your Siri going off. I have no clue. My phone's going under the blanket. Like, I don't know what's happening.
They're coming after us, you guys.
Mine has that turned off completely.
Yeah.
Although now I'm keeping it in front of me. Just
It's kind of a
in
new
case.
phone. Anyway, and
I hated the first fight. I know it's not the same series. I don't think I expect it to be the same series, but it looked fake as crap.
you
Like-
ungrateful urchin. We got Daredevil back.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
No, not almost.
No, we did not get 2015 Daredevil back.
He's haughty.
It's 2 episodes.
He's okay. All right. So I'm squarely in the middle, actually.
Well, yeah.
I thought the first episode was okay. The fight was bullshit.
No.
All right. I'm going to give you a couple of things, right? What do we love about the one-shots of Daredevil? They're close and personal, right? They're right up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not true of
No,
the
they
fight in
didn't
the
do
first
that.
episode.
No.
Everything that happens is real humans doing real things, right? Well, that's not true of this new fight. And the most important thing happening is the fight. Well, that's not true.
I was telling this. And
Go to hell.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say or promise or anything, and it's way off in the distance. I have a line to the guy that did a lot of the stunts and the stunt rigging in the original Daredevil series. I might be able to hit him up and get him in for an interview just out of curiosity.
Okay, cool.
Like, that's potentially possible. What I will say is, I was mad after the first episode, hated it. The second one, okay, yeah. I'm
kitchen
with
fight?
you. Yeah, that one. That was
a lot better.
closer to what looked real.
I think they
just
were
need it
really
to look
wanting to
real.
go over the top with the first one, just to kind of. I do like Daredevil moving a little bit more superhero-ish, because he does in the comics, you know.
I don't mind
And
that
yes,
aspect of it.
yeah. And yeah, the first episode, it was just kind of thrown in there, and I'm like, all right, well, here we go.
Yeah.
Dang.
I do think Bullseye is a bad villain for one of those
He is
one-shots.
terrible villain.
For one of those one-shots specifically.
Well, he's not done
because so much of his stuff a regular human can't do. Right? The precision.
Mm.
So it has to be CGI, some of it.
Yeah.
Also, all of the original Daredevil one-shots, it's him versus a bunch of guys, which is also not true of the new fight.
Well, I mean, we're one episode in.
Yeah. I mean,
We've
the
seen
first hallway
in the,
fight is episode 2.
Yeah.
Like, that's not...
but the trailer is indicating there's going to be more coming. So
I'm hoping that we get another long one. I do think episode 2 was miles better than episode 1, and so it gives me a lot of hope going forward.
I do. I think, yeah, episode 1 may have been just setting the table. You know, here's the food.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and there could be very good story reasons for some of what they did.
can we talk about how it's, even though it was filmed a while ago, strangely within the realm of things that are happening in the real world right now?
That was the other thing that worried me in the first episode. In the first episode, there were hats. And I was like, this is just a little too, like...
On the nose.
On the nose. And the second episode already did pull that back some to be not quite... It's not a one-for-one take on, like, our political situations.
Yeah.
And we're trying not to do spoilers until, like, we're probably not
But
going to
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio is incredible.
Always.
His
Harley Cox is
voice
incredible.
freaking rocks. I love him in this role, and I was, for how mad I was last night, I'm quite a bit more on board now.
So we're only getting like an episode a week, and I think only 8 episodes?
18.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, blessed
Also,
be.
I can't wait for somebody else to show up that we know is going to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when.
I'm
I don't know
actually-
how.
If it's that amount, then we can do a slow burn as long as we want to. I'm good on that. So yeah. Okay, I'm glad you liked the second episode.
I chose to believe
Okay.
that the actors who worked so hard and were such a big part of the process of reviving it, that they understand their characters enough to pull off a story they want to tell. And I am looking forward to the third episode. So I'm glad they released those first 2 together, or I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, also Matthew Lillard's joining in season 2, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Matthew Lillard is going to be part of season 2. We don't really know anything about in what capacity.
I've got 9. Oh wait, I've got 9, and
Okay, when they originally announced it,
and
it may have
second
changed.
season will consist of 8 episodes.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you were getting like both seasons.
Probably both.
That's cool. I'm all for 2 seasons of this show.
Yep.
So anyway,
So happy to see these guys.
also they announced the pre-order for the Daredevil Marvel
Yeah.
Legends, and it looks really good.
Does it? Because the suit looks kind of mediocre.
It's going to be the new suit.
Cool.
Whatever.
It looks okay. I like the old one better, but it looks all right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up for you. So anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I
That was
have
all
to say.
3 of us. That was all that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's my turn now.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna let me talk now instead of threatening me?
There is no letting
We'll
you
see.
talk tonight.
There's no preventing
it's
you from
happening.
talking.
It's true, it's true. All right, so Suikoden 2 is getting an anime. So what is Suikoden 1 getting to bring in more people?
Cora,
Well,
as an ambassador.
Yeah, me as an ambassador. You know what? Actually, call me, please. I would die for that, actually. But no, Suikoden 1 is getting a stage play.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I
freaking dope.
am really excited to see how that works because I love me an anime / video game stage play.
Mm-hmm.
Just unabashedly. So I am very excited for this. It will be directed by Norihito Nakayashiki. I butchered that, I'm very sorry. It will be running in December 2025, so this December in Kyoto and in Tokyo. The actors that we have announced so far are Naoki Okamura, which looks like a newcomer to the stage, as Bochan, or, our main character there with the pole, the bow staff. We have Takumi Wada as Gremio, the one with the green cloak. Ryoki Naguye as Ted. Ted's not. Oh, no, there he is, right behind main character. Yamada James Takeshi as Flick with the bandana, and Ryoko Isogai as Victor. And, I don't know. I'm really excited about it. Really?
What? Oh, sorry. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
here.
Ryoko as Hamada.
Suikoden!
Tony, right?
Tony.
Yay.
Good old Tony.
Tony,
I said an American name and none of y'all even went with that. Is it James?
Yeah.
James. People feel different ways about James, but I do think that it's an interesting
His
story
work
that they're
Break her,
telling.
like in the middle
His
of what she was
work
saying. So I was
in-
waiting
It was
for
really hard.
in Sonic 2 was so good. I'm
Anyway.
excited to see him this weekend play.
I'm surprised Sonic's not in Suikoden.
Anyway.
Cora, you got to do a whole 3 stories about Suikoden. What a time we live in.
I know. I have a secret fourth one, actually, that I'd forgotten to put a picture in for.
You should do the secret fourth one as its
she's gonna
own
do a
hour and
short.
a half video.
God, I can't do that.
Later.
On your new
It's
Suikoden
later.
It's going to be a
podcast.
Suikoden short.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it right now. No one could stop me.
We're fighting the creep of Suikoden into becoming the whole show. It's tough.
Yeah, just real quick. This is Critical Role is actually going to be doing a
There we go.
Suikoden
Oh, yeah, I did
themed,
hear about
Let's
that. I
do.
thought that
Like,
was
what the hell,
a
man?
Suikoden
That's
inspired
So cool. for you.
one shot on March 11th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm sorry, I cannot translate that in other time zones. My brain cannot.
9.
What time Pacific?
7 p.m.
So it'd be 9
9
p.m.
hours.
here.
Okay, cool.
I know that because I know what time Critical Role comes on, not because
okay.
I know anything about time zones.
But it's not just that Matt Mercer is fulfilling my dream of a Suikoden tabletop game. He did dash my hopes by not inviting me, but that's okay. He doesn't know who I am.
Yet.
Yeah,
I'll
true.
work on that for you. I'm sorry.
Ego Raptor is a special guest for it. So Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
will be on there as a special guest, and that all of these things combined have solidified that I have to watch Critical Role.
Is
now.
this the thing that finally gets you into Critical Role?
It might be the thing that gets me into Critical Role is Matt Mercer talking about my Blorbos Suikoden.
I mean, that is really cool. That's a lot of visibility and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be not excited about any of this. I need y'all to know. We got fed. We got so fed.
Just pulling Suikoden stories out from out of all of her pockets.
And,
I got one here. Oh, I got one here.
Like a magician with a
Like,
sash.
like I pull out knives.
I pull, hold on, and
Yeah.
from my jacket, Suikoden. But Konami actually did say that all of this is because of the massive support the pre-orders for the remasters got. So all of the buzz, all of the excitement, the immediate pre-orders the minute they went online from everywhere, that's what contributed to this. They've been working on these remasters for 5 years. They wanted to make sure that they did justice to this series because they know how rabid we are. I mean, the Suikoden revival movement has been a thing for a long time.
Also, they could not mess this up.
No, they could not.
No.
They would come for them.
There have been there's been some hiccups with it, and some of the quality of life that they've implemented hasn't been great, but it hasn't taken away from the game. From what I've obviously seen, I can't play it until tomorrow. But everyone has agreed on one thing, and that is this is the way to get people to play it. If you are curious about it, get the remasters. It doesn't matter which console you get it for, or if you get it for PC. It doesn't matter. It's worth it. And I'd love, from the bottom of my heart, here, I'm actually going to go single cam here.
Oh, dude, go on.
I would love it from the bottom of my heart if you would give it a shot. If you're not sure if you're going to like it, Steam. Steam allows you to play up to 2 hours of a game and get your full refund back. I don't know how that works with games like big titles, but I know that's something that they have in their thing.
But if you dislike it, you're going to need to submit a 4-page report to Cora on why you didn't like it.
Yes, you defend your point of view.
You will have to send me a dissertation on why you didn't like it.
Your home address will have to be included, just for so she can send back the grade.
Did I send
beating.
y'all the very upsetting meme I made regarding Suikoden?
When you say meme, do you mean threat?
I mean, the meme was a threat.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Unfortunately, not even unfortunately, unashamed.
Directly.
Unashamed. I wonder
Clearly
if I can show it
is
from my
what it-
phone because I didn't upload it. Oh no, you can't read it.
We
Okay.
can't. Yeah, you're just
it's
put it on the
Post it to the
on
Instagram.
please.
Yeah, I'll post it to
Yeah.
the Instagram, so
Oh,
you'll have no
Lord.
choice. Yeah.
For Suikoden stories in one night. Jesus, man.
You know what? It gave me an idea though. Like we should bring our beads and stuff for the hotel room, and we can make bracelets.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, we need to.
because you wanted to have a.
We need to
bracelet
revamp
party.
our supply
I
list.
still
to,
wear
like-
mine every day. My
I
extra
know.
large one.
I usually wear mine.
It's my
I forgot
SCNS
to wear
friendship
mine
bracelet.
today.
We'll be giving out some bracelets. We'll be around. We like to give them as rewards for people who answer the question, whatever questions we're asking. But we also tend to just hand them out.
Yeah, we got to come up with some more questions to ask. Anyway, yes, it's very special to me. I put it on my punching hand, which they're both punching hands. But
You put it on your leader, your
Actually-
leading punching hand.
actually, what I found, I punch so fast, it actually will fling off.
Amazing.
It kind of,
I'm gonna make you a tighter one.
I punched and it like sat in the air for a second and then
Could
dropped. I
be
was
like you're calling.
oh
card.
man.
That's actually kind of fun though.
You should see.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, I love I love my bracelet.
I know a great character in Suikoden you could cosplay.
Oh God, here we go.
I have characters
Okay.
that all of you could cosplay if you wanted to. If you wanted to. I'm not making
You say if you wanted to. I need your consent to
She's-
dress you in the cute little doll outfits I made for each
You just
of
wake
you.
up. You just wake up in one day in bed and you're dressed.
Yeah.
I think I'd be terrified to cosplay a Suikoden character because I feel like if I did anything that was out of character,
You're
like
not a real
Get
fan.
harassed.
Oh no, let me.
no, Cora will kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No,
that too.
no, I'll just.
I
be
gave you
excited that
flashcards on
someone's-
this.
Yeah.
I will just legitimately be excited anyone's cosplaying
You don't
Suikoden.
sound like
I
him.
don't care if you're
I
in character or
remember
not.
She gives you, like, a sheet
cosplaying
of
Death
what your
back
character's
when
voice
nobody knew
is.
who she was. Like,
Yeah,
it's an interesting experience.
yeah.
The one person at every convention that's like, holy shit.
People don't recognize Ashy Slashy very well.
Well, they're done.
They're wrong for that actually.
All right.
All right, well, cool. That is the
That's
end
the
of the
Suikoden
Suikoden show. Yeah. We hope you have a good Suikoden. Thank you for tuning in.
Suikoden cool.
Yes,
news
please. The
show.
Suikoden. We were throwing that around like
Yeah.
the Suikoden cool nerd
The
show.
Suikoden super cool Suikoden show.
Yeah.
It's got to be Super Suikoden Nerd Show, right?
Something.
Super. Ooh, that's the name of the
But
podcast.
then you gotta
Hold on,
change
let me write that down.
SCNS.
No
Oh,
one
God,
take it.
there
Suikoden,
Oh,
Suikoden cool news show. Like it's,
there you go. All right. That's welcome to our spin-off show. Anyway, that is it for us, guys. Go over to supercoolnerdshow.com. Great articles over there. I recently posted a review of the new Cyberpunk Edge Runners figures of David and Lucy. They're really good. Mezco on a budget, pretty much. Go check those out. Our last D&D game was this Saturday. Well, I'm sorry.
Our most recent.
Our most recent D&D game was last Saturday. Please check that out. It is up on the channel, and all of the bits are trimmed out. We are quickly approaching the last hurrah of this campaign. It's
3 more.
awesome. Please come check it out.
3 more episodes.
Go check out all the previous episodes. Get caught up. And yeah, follow us on all the social medias at SCNS Live on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, and of course TikTok. We'll be putting out lots of videos coming out this weekend of AllCon as we attend again. It's going to be a great time. Y'all are staying in the hotel this year.
We're so freaking excited.
And I don't live that far away, so I don't need to I'd rather sleep in my bed. I don't like sleeping in other hotels. But anyway.
It's not my favorite either, but like.
Y'all could use a break.
Driving an hour, like it's going to be great.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good time. Please, if you have a chance, go to allcon.org and pick up some tickets. It is just a chill con. Fans putting on great panels, great camaraderie. The hotel is very accommodating. It's one of our favorite. Just kick off the con season with AllCon. It's awesome.
Some of the best merch.
Oh, yeah.
They don't talk about this enough.
What?
Is that like the dealer's alley at smaller cons were cheaper for them to rent out, so you get really unique, cool, fan-driven stuff.
So it's going to be awesome. Check them out. I'll put links in the description so you can go get your tickets. Hotel rooms are still available if you want to stay and enjoy it that way. Other than that,
This con goes all night.
Oh yeah, this is all things happening at all times con. You just sleep, recharge, and go do some more stuff. Check it out. It's so awesome, and we hope to see you there. Answer some of our questions. Attend our panels. It's going to be great.
Get there early for
Anyway.
actually. There was no room left last time.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that was a big turnout. Yeah, but if you want to follow us personally on the social, you can follow me, Instagram, Blue Sky, at Jason the X.
Find me on, Instagram, Threads with a Good Cast, and occasionally at Blue Sky at Moon Pie.
You can find me on Instagram at BetterCat. I need to make a Blue Sky profile.
You can find me on Twitter, or not Twitter, cannot find me there. You can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram at Cora Dono Art. I also want to give a quick shout out to Suikoden Day, the event that you should absolutely be joining and participating in. You don't have to have played Suikoden to enjoy Suikoden Day. We are here for all fans, new and old. We are also holding a couple of events, including a quiz show that will be coming up. I think it's this weekend. I don't have the dates because I was dumb and forgot to grab the posters.
It sounded strangely cultish. Let me just go ahead and say. Did I say that out loud?
As opposed to everything else we talked about.
I meant to say it in my head.
We will also be doing a Draw With Me artists hangout next week. So you should totally join for that because myself and the other artists for Suikoden Day will be there. And we get to see all your lovely drawings, and you can enter those drawings into the fan art contest we're having. If fan art isn't your thing, we have a fanfic contest. Oh, that's not your thing, we have a cosplay contest. None of that's your thing, but you have another way to celebrate. We have an anything goes kind of thing. Just keep everything PG, please. Trying to be family friendly.
That stuff comes later. Anyway, what?
Anyways, you should come join Suikoden Day. That's my shameless plug.
Is that you got them all there? You got everything?
Got it.
Okay, cool.
Got everything.
Want to make sure that that's properly represented. You know, you champion of this thing.
Yeah, there's 2 other events that we have rescheduled, and I will have more information on them for later.
Go find Cora for all the sweet
find me,
news
please.
you need.
Please.
Anyway, that is it for us, guys. We will see you 2 weeks from now. But as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Play Suikoden.
Play Suikoden. You will play Suikoden.
You should play Suikoden.
You must.
One of
Oh no,
us.
I actually can't find the outro. There it is.
Bruh.